Welcome to my live. I am so excited that you're able to join me. We are going to have so much fun. Say hi as you come in so I know that you're here. If you are new and are not currently working with a designer, please just comment the word newbie and I will make sure to send you some Chalk Couture information. If you're watching the replay, hi. So what is Chalk Couture? We are a fun high-end DIY home decor company used to make different gifts and decorations from your home on a budget. So Chalk Couture has so many fun products. We have our Chalkology chalk paste, which is great for chalkboards where you can design and repeat as much as you like. We also have Couture ink, so you can make permanent on fabrics or glass or ceramics. We have hundreds of reusable silkscreen transfers, lots of fun tools, and a full assortment of different surfaces for all of your projects. You want to make sure you join my Chalkaholic VIP group. This is where there's so much more fun and there's specials. You can also sign up for a workshop. I love to hold workshops and share my love of Chalk Couture. We also have Club Couture. This is a fun mail subscription where you get an exclusive transfer and chalk paste sent to your home every month for the low price of $19.99. You can also host your own private party, get your friends and family together and make your own projects. You can also become a designer and start your own empire. There's so many different ways with Chalk Couture to make money. If you are excited about any of these things, please just send me a message and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. So don't forget, in my Chalkaholic VIP group, if you post a picture of your finished project, you will be entered in a drawing for a free transfer every month. How exciting is that? So without further ado, let's go on and let's chalk this project. Thank you so much for helping me, and let's chalk.
Hi everybody. Hey Julie. How you doing, girl? Did you ever end up going back to Hobby Lobby yesterday? I did not. I actually decided to find something similar to what I saw online. And actually it was a store I've never shopped at before. It was called Factory Craft Direct. I don't know, and got what I thought I wanted. So, hey Lisa. Hello. So today, I know a lot of people wait until the Epiphany or later in the year to take down their Christmas decor. But I don't know if it's because I go back to work on Tuesday for a week, and by the time I get off, it's well into January, that I just want everything put away, and I kind of want summer. I can just skip right through the winter part and go to Easter. That'd be fine too. We were even booking our summer vacation this morning because I am ready for sunshine. I have a weird Harry Potter thing that keeps blocking my, there we go. Oh geez Louise. So there we go. Hey Emily. So today it's a very large transfer. The project itself is not that big or bad or whatever, but I wanted to make this because I want this on my mantle, and my frame, I'm like that too. Get it out of here. That's right, Lisa. The frame actually fell down. It's very large. This is our Verity, which is not even available for sale anymore. It's very sturdy, very big, and it landed on my head yesterday. Explains a lot that I keep getting hit in the head, right? But you've already seen this board. This is a board. Well, let me just show you the board. This is a board that we created. What was up for Christmas? Let's see. So this is the Verity. I'm hoping you guys can see most of this. I may need to play around with the camera when we're working because it's so big. This is an 18 by 24 board. So I had the Santa's list on here, and I really love this pattern. I'm kind of sad to see it go, but it's no big deal anymore because all I have to do is get it back out next year and use my transfer, because the reusable silkscreen transfers are reusable, okay? So as you can see, Chalk Couture does not smudge or smear, all right? The words here are with our chalk marker, so if I pressed really hard, I can smear that, because it's not our chalk paste. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to wet this with water. This is just regular old tap water. And I'm going to wet it. our chalk paste goes on like a wet paint, but it dries like a chalk. So it is also water soluble. So just putting water on it will start to break down that paste. There's a lot of shimmer on here, which is a little thicker. Hey, Jamie, I sent you a message today, girl, on Facebook. So I'm just wetting this with water, and then I like to use our board erasers. You could use paper towels, cloths. These really are magic. Not to be confused with magic erasers, because these don't have any chemicals in them. These are just, this one's falling apart. This is just the magic. Just the magic. So as you can see now, I can just take this and we can erase off the chalk paste. I know, so sad. Bye, Santa. See you next year. To be determined if I still have a believer in the house next Christmas. So there we go. I'm just erasing with my board eraser. And these board erasers, of course I picked one that's like falling apart on me, are really good for the transfers as well. So I like to use the board erasers on the transfers. It gets any residue off the transfer. And you know, it's okay. It is okay if your, I'm just gonna go rinse this and switch it out. If your transfers have some staining on them, that's totally fine. So if you do have some staining on your transfer, that is fine. But if you have a board eraser, it really makes it so that there's not any of that. But yeah, if you have stain in your screens, bye Santa. If you have stains on your screen, it will still work. But if you want it really pretty. And I mean, that being said, oh good, Jamie, that if you have a dark color like the midnight blue or candy apple red, sometimes it can still stain with a board eraser, but it just does nice. Look at this. And another good thing with these chalk couture surfaces is there's no ghosting on here. Ghosting is when you erase a board and you can still see what was on there even though you've taken the chalk off. Let me get all of that residue off. I think I always keep the board here. So this is a board that's not chalk couture, and look, you can still see the camper that was on there. Now, if you're gonna use a non-chalk couture surface, that's totally fine. I use that all the time. There's just ways to prep that surface that I can help you with, so you don't have to worry about that ghosting. Let me rinse my magic eraser. This was a lot of red in that Santa, so I want to make sure I get all of that off. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. All right. So all of the chalk paste goes into the sponge. Yeah? I'm just going to throw that into my bucket down here. Oh, I have another clean one. I can make sure all the residue is off. I don't like to use paper towels so much on my chalkboard because sometimes it can leave residue. Hey, Nicole, on there. What I love is, remember, the back side of our fuzzing cloth is a microfiber cloth that's good for drying and it's good for smudges. So the side with the tag is the fuzz side. That's the side we're going to use to soften that adhesive on the back of our transfers. But the microfiber side, look at this, leaves no residue. And I'm just going, okay guys, I'll answer your private messages after the live. And I'm just going to, I can't believe this thing fell on my head yesterday. Luckily it was like my back and head. But I'm pretty sure I had a concussion last night. And then one of my girlfriend's birthday party was today. And I was trying to make a crochet mermaid tail. Have you seen those? Like they can use it as a blanket and get inside when they're reading or watching TV. And it's been a long time since I did a project like that. So I was up until 2:30 in the morning this morning finishing this mermaid tail. But she told me that her daughter loved it. She sent me a picture after the party of her in it. Oh, this is gorgeous. So now you can see this board is perfect. There's no ghosting. It looks super smooth. All I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lay some of my fuzz and cloth down on the fuzzy side because this transfer is quite large. It's always best when you do a transfer as large as we're gonna do today if you have an extra person to kind of help you. I just got lint from my fuzz cloth on there. Help you so that you don't stick the sticky to the sticky. You want to be very careful not to have it stick together, okay? And the one that's going to be the centerpiece on my mantle, whoop, upside down, is this. Isn't this gorgeous? Snow, which I absolutely hate snow, but this is beautiful. It says, silver white winters that melt into springs. And there's more snowflakes at the bottom. I absolutely love this. And like I said, I hate snow, but this is gorgeous. So I'm gonna show you, if you're just one person, the best way to fuzz and place this on your board. And if should we have a mishap, I'll show you how to work that out. Fell on her head, so now she's delirious and removing the picture off the board. Good thing I didn't knock her out. She would have thrown it away. There we go. Well, good thing, right? Lisa, you crack me up. But isn't this gorgeous? Oh, I love it, I love it, I love it. Hey, Carrie. So, on the back of this, oh, all my Sharpies, I think I have a green one. I'm gonna write silver white. And I had a problem with this transfer because I have a lot of ideas of what I want to be on my mantle for winter. And I wasn't sure, like, let's look at it again. There is snowflakes on it, right? And I know that some places I've lived in my life, and I've lived a lot of places, you kind of don't get that winter. It's like snowing, and then it turns into spring quick. And then all of a sudden it's summer, and you don't have like much of a winter after Christmas, too much. But now in Maryland, it's super crazy. It's gorgeous, but I one day, you're right, Lisa, to where we actually have this period of like coldness in like February and March. A lot of times it snowed on my birthday, which like, I guess because I lived in Texas and Florida, that did not happen. Like my body likes the warmth. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to turn my transfer upside down, okay? And I'm going to peel the backing down. And like I said, this is always better if you have more than one person. I'm only gonna go halfway, okay? And then I'm gonna lift it up like this. And I'm gonna put it down on my fuzzing cloth. And I only have half of it exposed. Then I'm going to pull on my backer sheet and get it all the way on my fuzzing cloth. There we go. Now, the Verity is just like the Aiden board. So if you have ever had a club kickstart for Club Couture, which I'm so excited to see what January is going to be, or if you are a designer and got the designer kit, you got the Aiden. These boards are super smooth. The boards are almost like glass. They're so smooth. It's not like the boutique board where there's a little bit of texture on the top. It's completely smooth. So that makes it really hard because these transfers are super sticky. Now I'm going to lift this up halfway and then put it back down and fuzz it again. I'm going to do it several times because this is a brand new transfer and because this is the Verity board, which I would equate to the Aiden board. So if you have a board like that, it's like glass. So you want to make sure you soften that adhesive or else your transfer can curl up. If your transfers ever curl, it's because your transfer was put on too sticky, okay? Or you peeled it corner to corner, or you didn't peel it going straight up. So I'm going to do this several times just to loosen the adhesive. So yeah, I had a hard time with this transfer figuring out if this should go up before or after Valentine's Day. And I've asked several of you on the side note saying, is this before or after Valentine's Day? And the general consensus was before Valentine's Day. But I love this so much that I may actually keep this up longer. All right. Dun, dun, dun. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna peel this off and I'm gonna take out one of my pheasant claws. All right. I'm gonna keep the bottom still on while I figure out where I want it to be. So like maybe here. This way I only have this 12 by 18-ish on the top. And I can go ahead. This is perfect for one person because I'm not worrying about the sticky getting stuck to the sticky, okay? Because this part is stuck to the cloth and it's not going to stick to itself. And then all I have to do now is kind of roll out this. Ta-da! Now I had no disaster. If you do happen to stick the sticky to the sticky, take it to your bathtub because it's big, unless you have a sink this big. Like my sink down here is big enough for this. And turn on the water as cold as it can get and get it really wet and then very slowly peel it off. Because if you can't, it's gonna end up ripping the silk screen off and then you'll have holes in it. Which then it's still usable, but if you have holes in it, your paste will go through where you don't want it to go. All right, isn't this pretty? All right, so this is our transfer. I definitely want bright white and I definitely want shimmer silver. The only thing I'm not sure about is whether or not I want to incorporate my favorite winter color, blue. What do you guys think? Should we incorporate this? I thought that would be really pretty to do springs in. I was gonna do some of the snowflakes in silver, but we could do silver and blue. I was gonna do most of the text in the white, but for some reason I want spring, so I thought about making spring into another color. So I know there's a little bit of delay, so I'm gonna wait a second for you guys so you can give me your votes. This is the first piece in my setup. I'll tell you, I have some things planned. What I have next to this are gonna be all three, Nikki says, I'm gonna get these skinny vases, and I found these floral type, it goes into a vase, and it has snowflakes on them. So it looks like a floral spray with snowflakes. And then we're gonna be doing 2 different shadow boxes that are gonna be on the outside corner. And then I had these little trees on my mantle that was next to Santa Claus that just looked like snow-covered pine with a little bit of pine cone. But that's gonna be on the outside of the shadow boxes. And then I have our family photos we had, which don't really match really well because there's a lot of buffalo plaid in them, but I'm okay with that. And then I have some other projects I want to do that will have snowflakes. So Jamie said springs in blue. Oh, okay, good. You guys are thinking exactly how I like. All right, so let's see. We're gonna have to do some prep here. So we have these 3. I'll probably do, now we have these dots. I don't know if that's supposed to be melted snowflakes or what that is. Julie likes blue snowflakes. So I'll probably do some snowflakes in blue. I'll probably do some in silver. Or I was thinking we could hot mess some of the snowflakes to make it like a silvery white or a whitey blue. There's plenty of snowflakes on here, so we don't have to do them all the same. But we are going to do the paste and peel method here. Winters, melt, springs, and blue. Winters, spring, melt, and blue. Oh, that would look great. And then we can do white and white. Well, that would make most of it blue. Do you think most of it should be blue, Nikki? I was trying just to have a hint of blue, not the whole thing blue, but I don't know, I kind of love it. And at first I thought I could do silver and silver and white, but I don't want that. So maybe I'll just do like a silver white ombre. We haven't done ombre in a while, have we? Silver white, that into a silver. Silver white, that into and silver. Oh, silver white, that into and silver. Oh, you guys are better than me at this. Okay, so that means white snowflakes and white dots, silver white and silver, winter melt, springs blue, silver, silver. I like it. I like the way you think. But let's go ahead. Ooh, ombre is cool, Nikki said. Okay, maybe since silver and white up here, I think what we'll do is I've never ombre'd a shimmer and a white, I don't think. So we can either hot mess that or ombre silver white. But let's go ahead and prepare a paste while you guys are still making your decisions. And what I'm gonna do is I'm going to open up my bright white. Ooh, it's nice and beautiful already. I think it's because we had the Hobby Lobby workshop yesterday and white was nicely used. So I'm just gonna spray a little bit of distilled water in just to make it a little thinner because I don't want it to be cakey or dry. Look at this. So yeah, Greek yogurt is a consistency that you like. Yeah, for some reason the white, I think it's because it has no pigment. It thickens up so fast. And even if I'm working on a project like this and leave the lid off for the project, it seems to thicken up. And then we'll get our morning sky. I'm gonna have to add some blue to what else I've planned. Lisa, no, I actually didn't bring any glitter over here. This would look beautiful in glitter. It really would. I promise you we'll do a glitter project on coming up. I usually like to glitter on wood just because sometimes it's a pain in the tush to get all the glitter off of the board sometimes. So you'll see me mostly, I say that because I have a glitter board over there. Ooh, that would look good with this. My Let It Snow that has the blue glitter. All right, so we have that. So our colors are ready, and then let me get my shimmer silver open. I think I have 2 of these. One of them's almost empty. Okay. So can you fade white into green? Oh, I don't want green on this girl. I mean, there are some very pretty greens that we have, but I really want this to be all winter and not really spring. And I think this saying is so clever, don't you? Into springs. I have a piece of lint underneath here, but it's in the green, so it's not where the screen is. So I'm gonna start at the top here and put some white. And I'm gonna show you the paste and peel method. So we have our white. I'm gonna put it there. And then I'm gonna use my small squeegee. But yes, you can fade any color into another color if you ombre, which we might do that, just not with green. And then I'm gonna use this small squeegee. Maybe I'll do those little dots in silver. What do you think? So we have a white snowflake. I'm gonna make sure the paste is on there super thin. And then I'm just going to peel to reveal the snowflake. And I'm just gonna hold it for a second there. We'll let the surface dry a little bit. What do you think of the silver dots? Or should they be white also? Like these little dots here. And then we're gonna come to the other corner and do this snowflake here. Dun, dun, dun. You wanna make sure before you paste any section, if you're doing the paste and peel section, that you've checked to make sure there are no air bubbles. Because as you lift it and put it back down, you can create an air bubble. And if you have an air bubble, it's gonna end up not looking very good on there. And then we're gonna take this corner For example, right now we just lifted up that silver white, and if we didn't make sure we put it all the way down, we would have a huge air bubble, or we'd have a lot of bleeding on the board with that. This is so pretty. If you are really fast or you want to do the whole thing in one color, you can just use your squeegee. I recommend using the 4-inch handled squeegee, and you can just do large swipes and go across and be done with it. Put it back down. You can see in here how it has the green, so it's gonna make the lettering very distressed, which is beautiful. What did we decide for that? I don't know. I'm gonna do, hey Jen, those last. We're gonna go ahead and ombre silver white. So what that means, I have to keep checking my white to make sure it doesn't dry while we're sitting out. So we're gonna ombre this, and I'm gonna do some of these dots at the same time. So I'm gonna put some white up on the top thick, and then I'm gonna put some shimmer silver on the bottom like that. Make sure if you're using a stir stick, you're not scratching your screen, okay? And then I'm gonna get two different, hey Sue! I'm gonna get two different squeegees here, and we're going to go halfway on one color. Put the rest back in the jar. Halfway, 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 and then I'm gonna go halfway. Usually I do the shimmers first because they take longer to dry, but this I did not. I'm gonna get these dots while we're here. Okay, so I have a layer of shimmer and a layer of white, and then I'm just gonna take a little bit of the white. I want more to be white than silver. And I'm going to kind of finger paint and blend them together in the middle. Remember, my squeegees did not touch, so that I was able to put those back in the jar, and we're just going to go like this and kind of blend. Yeah? And then we're gonna peel this up and see what we got. Ooh, so pretty. Do you guys see that? Oh, that turned out great. So now we have an ombre, so it's kind of white going into like a light gray into a silver. I don't know if you guys can appreciate the shimmer part of it. And make sure when you hold your transfer, you don't fold it down, or else you'll get paste below. Okay? Oh, this is so pretty. I need to get a paper towel because now I have paste all over my fingers. How are you doing, Sue? How was your holiday? And remember, the silver does take, any of the shimmers take a little longer to dry. So I am gonna dry it a little bit. Okay, now if you have a dryer, I use a heat tool. You want to be very careful not to get the heat on your transfer, or it will shrink like a shrinky dink. The best option would be a blow dryer with a cool setting, which I do not own. I'm gonna use water and just wash my hands for a second here because I have paste all over my fingers from finger painting. I'm gonna get a paper towel. All right, so now we have, ooh, don't even know what happened down there. We have some more snowflakes and some more dots, so we'll get those out of the way. Let's go ahead and do this and this. I'm gonna take my silver. Silver you have more time with because it dries slower. So I can do those and not worry about it drying. And then I'm just gonna take another squeegee because our daughter got here. Oh, nice. Very nice, Sue. And then I'm going to get this snowflake here. And if some of the snowflakes lift up or dries and looks a little distressed, it's snowflakes. It's gonna still look pretty either way. So I'm not too stressed out as if it was something else. Just gonna go like this and then get all of that extra off. And then we're going to, oh, I should have done another snowflake too. I got a little scaredy catish. Just a little scaredy catish. This is gonna look so pretty with the blue on there, I think. Yeah? Hold that up. And if I had a friend here, I would ask them to dry this for me a little bit. Just trying to speed it up a little bit so you guys don't get bored. All right. So I'm gonna go up here. I'm pretty sure we said winters in blue, right? So I'm making sure I don't have any air bubbles. And I'm going to mess up my fuzzing cloth first. I'm gonna put a big glob of silver on there. Love the top. Love that top. Oh, the top I'm wearing? Or the top of my project. And then let's put this on here. A lot of my squeegees are still wet from being washed from Hobby Lobby. And then let's go ahead and add this gorgeous winter color. Oh, I should have put enough on to do melt also. Let's see. I didn't check for air bubbles down here, so let's do that really quick. This was poor planning, right? We got it. We got it. We can do it. We got it. I might need a little bit more. Let's see if we can stretch this out. Okay. The top you're wearing, silly girl. I mean, the top of this project is really pretty, so. Oh, it's drying, so we have to, I think I'm gonna peel this before I do that silver, but I don't want to either. We can do it really quick. All right, let's do it, let's do it. I can't see it, so tell me, how did it turn out? How did it turn out? Is it good? Is it good? Oh, I love it. This is fantastic. This is so pretty. This might be my favorite ever, but I say that every time I make something. Let's try that a little bit. Oh, that is beautiful. I'm gonna dry this. Hey, Karen, I didn't know you were here. Hey, girl. All right. This paste and peel method is so good for low stress on these big projects because I'm not stressed out. because I know I'm just working in sections. And then I'm making sure there's no air bubbles. This one was very intimidating at first because it is so big. Just gonna make sure. All right. So what do we have here? I'm gonna do some dots over here, a dot over here, a dot over here. We have a dot here, a dot here, here, here. And then let's do snowflake. Do I have a white that's not dried? Let's see. We have that white. And then we have this snowflake over here. So I can think of at least 15 different ways to design this seam transfer, which is what is so amazing about Couture, because if 15 of us bought this transfer, I bet none of them would look the same. You know, Lisa would have green in her spring and some glitter on it. Nicole, I think, would have baby blue and silver. I don't know. I can see some people even putting pinks on here. This down. And then we are on the home stretch. This is gonna look so pretty where I want it to go. Again, we're just going to go over the screens to make sure everything is firmly down, because we've been lifting and putting back down, lifting and putting back down. Yeah. And then let's do some shimmer on here. Now, like I said, I have more time with the shimmer, so I'm not too crazy about that like I am the rest. But I need a bunch of that. And that squeegee, I'm sure, has dried. You don't want to have dried paste on your squeegee, because then it will scrape it and it will drag across your paste and leave nasty lines. Let's go a little across this way, this way. But yeah, hot mess snowflakes would be beautiful on here also. There we go. Hot mess is a new technique I taught Emily at Hobby Lobby yesterday. There we go. And I had to watch everybody create these beautiful things, and I was like, I want a chalk, so finally, here I am. We are almost done, guys. There we go. Just make sure we get all of that excess. You don't want any thickness, or else it's gonna look bad, and you don't want any lines. So make sure you've really taken your squeegee and you have scraped off all that excess and put it in the jar, because these jars will last you forever. That is true, Lisa. Oh my gosh, I can't get enough of this. Ombre that spring with a white and lime green. And I love how the letters have this distress built into it. Now, do you recommend going different directions, spreading the chalk to avoid voids? You can, Lisa. I don't recommend going in different directions if it's an old transfer or one that's not too sticky, because then you may have some areas that could have some bleeding on them. Because if it's not stuck all the way down and you go in two different directions, you can create like an air bubble, which you don't want. So yeah. I had a little section on my bottom of melt that melted off, and I can see on here I put it down before it dried, but you can't even tell, and it still looks gorgeous. I'm not even going to point out where it is because you can't even see it on there. We just have 2 snowflakes left. There we go. And I'm just going to go like this and go like this. So I'm not pressing over the areas. Where is that part that I just saw? Oh, I see what happened. What happened was I got it wet when I was going over, the new part. I got it wet. And remember when I told you in the beginning, the chalk paste is water soluble. So the area that I put down was wet with paste, so it kind of dissolved it a little bit. But you know what? It looks good still. You can have little imperfections and be gorgeous. I'm going to keep it just like that. And now if you make a big boo-boo, remember it's chalk. You can always just erase it and redo it. Or if I decided I did want green, I could just redo the green. But that's such a small, and it's neat because it's in the word melt. So it's like it's melting into a spring. When I post the picture, the Instagram picture, you can zoom in and see the little blubber I'm talking about. And most of you probably would not even notice it unless I told you. I love it too, Nikki. I can't wait to see all your projects, Nikki, because you got bags of stuff yesterday. Bags of stuff. Between what you bought from the sales with me and Hobby Lobby, I cannot wait. Okay. There we go. All right. Here we go. Last peel. Oh, okay, Lisa, I'll do that. Let me just get the transfer off, and then I'll show you the bottom. Oh my gosh. I am in love. Ready? Here we go. There's the bottom, Lisa. You guys picked gorgeous colors on this. I would hold this up for you guys to see, but I think this camera angle is actually the best. I'm going to go ahead and clean up my paste. What do you guys think? I want to see a lot of hearts and a lot of loves. I see some hearts. If you would like to get this transfer or do one of these projects, I'm going to put the website up here. Or if you'd like to have a private party so that you can create one of these on your own. Thank you, Lisa. That is the website. I do have a workshop in my home next month. It's going to be a mimosa make and take down here in my makeshift studio. Well, we'll be making mimosas and some projects. I'm going to have hopefully some new Valentine's finds so we can make stuff like that. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you, Sue. Sherry, I am going to make another attempt to come to your house tomorrow because I have something that I need to return at Target. And I hadn't been brave enough to go to any returns. But it's something that I bought my dad, who lives in Florida. And it was going to cost me $60 to ship. So I just will return it. And I bought him one from Target and had them send it to him with free shipping. Yeah. My home is in Manchester, Maryland, Lisa. I think you're far away. Aren't you like in South Dakota? I'm trying to remember where you live. All right, guys, thank you so much. I am so in love with this. I'm going to post a picture and I'm going to put it up on my mantle. And once I get my snowflake sprays and everything all together, then I'll take a picture of the whole ensemble with the other stuff. But we'll be making the other stuff in the next few days. I have 2 different shadow boxes to make, which I love shadow boxes, and these are pretty big shadow boxes. We're gonna make those to put up, and then a few signs. We still have a 3-tiered tray coming up. We have so many fun things to do, so join me and keep chalking. Don't forget to post your pictures in the VIP group, and if you do not know where the VIP group is, then just comment here VIP. I'll send you the link and you can check out the VIP where I have special sales. And then one member of my VIP group is drawn for, thank you, Nikki, for, but Lisa, we also have some virtual workshops too. So we can do Zoom. That's where everybody chalks together. So let me know if you're interested in that. We can all have our projects and we could see each other. I can see you and you can see me, and we have a fun little chalk party, okay? Thank you, Nikki. I'm in love with this. I'm gonna go take a picture now and stop talking, okay?